Hi, I'm Clara. I graduated last year from MSF in 2023. I now study international teaching education for primary schools in Meppel in the Netherlands. That's a small city located about 1 hour south of Groningen. And I've been here since September now, and I'm finishing my first year. Uh, I study in Meppel, as I said, and I decided to study here because it's small and familiar, similar to MSF also. And also, I got the when I applied here, I got the reassurance that every first year student um, is like gets accommodation, like for sure, and you're promised the accommodation for first year at least. So as you move on to your second year, you have the time to look for different accommodation if you wanted to move somewhere else. And I thought that was really good because accommodation in the Netherlands is really, really hard to find. Well, I knew that I wanted to study education for a long time. But for international schools specifically, because I like the opportunity that we get to do a lot of teaching practices. Like each year we get to do one teaching practice and we get to go anywhere in the world. So you could do your teaching practice in Thailand, in Indonesia, in Belgium, anywhere. And it ranges from a month to 3 months, I think, in the fourth year, which I thought was really, really cool. And also because it's specified on international schools as MSF is, and I like the aspect that you like learn how to teach an international classroom and not just, I don't know, a German classroom, a Dutch classroom. Yeah. I've known that for a long time. I don't know for how long exactly, but along the way, there were also other ideas alongside education. But I think education was always there, like for a long, long time now. Well, I would say find where your passions lie. Uh, and Also, extracurriculars can help with that, like it did for me, because I don't know, like I worked as a ski instructor, different things. That's how I found out like I really liked working with kids, and also how I got to the education idea. So extracurriculars can really help finding your passion, and then as you have found your passion, maybe through that you can find what you want to study. Well, first of all, I didn't do the IB. I did the high school diploma. However, I do think that has helped me very much. Like I see the feedback and grades that I get on my assignments and tests versus the assignments and tests that my friends or in general peers get back, and I see like how much higher, I would say, my level in writing essays is in general. Also, I have a friend who also did the IB. Same for her. Uh, she also gets like best grades possible. And then I have friends and peers who did like local high school diplomas, like the German, the Italian, anything, who like they don't have the like essays, for example, they don't write them with as much ease as like I do, for example. So with essay writing, that has really helped me, for example. And also, I thought that my time management was bad, but I can see that their time management, there's always worse. So I think even with time management, uh, MSF or the IB, even though I didn't do it, helped me. Well, I used StudyLink as Miss Olker's recommended to apply to universities here in the Netherlands, and also looked at universities in the UK, like visited them all. But I feel like Meppel, yeah, as you already said it, and as I said it too, uh, just seemed the most familiar, and also same as MSF, like the communal environment. I liked it very much here. For the UK, I only submitted my CV and motivational letter, but then already got the acceptance for here, and this was my top, like, preferred uni, so I didn't go further than sending my CV and motivational letter to the UK. But for here, I did the same. I first sent my CV, motivational letter and all here, and then they had already sent me my acceptance letter, and then I got invited to an intake interview where I had to do a math test, an English test, an interview with one of the lecturers, and a group assignment where we had to plan kind of an international day for like a random school, an imaginary school. And we had to plan, I think, if I remember correctly, like all the activities for different age groups of children and how to make them all like culturally responsive and accepted for different cultural backgrounds. And there were lecturers who watched us, how we engaged with other people and how we like worked in a team together. And yeah, but I had already gotten my acceptance letter beforehand. So that was my application process for this university here. I would say, like, of course, do well on your school stuff, work as much as you can, but care about your social life. And if you have the opportunity to like have in the like first week or so of university to go to something like I had intro days, go to these intro days because there you'll find most of your friends, and the friends that I met during my intro days are still up till today my best friends today. Um, and yeah, I think intro days were a really good icebreaker, like generally. So go to these if you have the opportunity. Well, first and foremost, of course, my friends, as we're all over Europe now, but also the communal environment that we had. Like everybody knew each other, and we could all come up to any teacher and talk to them. And I really miss that. Like here in university, no lecturer knows your name, and we're so many students that like we don't all know each other. And I think that in MSF was really nice. Well, in general, just for here, I would say teaching practices are really cool. And I think that's the special thing about here, about this course, because this is the only course in the world, I think, even that does it for international schools specifically. And also the teaching practice aspect that we get to go to different countries, like anywhere in the world every year is really, really cool. And we get to like live there and teach for, as I said, a month to like 3 months. And we see, like, I see year twos and year threes and fours already that I'm in contact with that are like in Indonesia and Singapore. And I think that's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to that in the next few years.